everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Pass complete. It's second down now. He hands it off from the gun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Looking to throw. It's Ferguson. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
The Golden Flashes churn out another first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, it gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Kent State 7, Florida International 0.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to advance on the football.
And the fair catch signal for and take it. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. One play, and they're already past the 40, first and 10.
And that's another FIU.
Tailback takes the handoff again. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Picks up the first, looking for more. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
2nd down after that previous play. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The offense now operating in the red zone.
That's another FIU.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they've got him.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They go with a direct snap. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Okay,
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Using his legs, it's Murphy.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To the air, it's Ferguson. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, golden flashes.
Well, that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw, but really it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He's past the marker and still going. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter.
Kent State 14, Florida International 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's got his man open downfield. And they pick up the first down to 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Important second down play coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Direct snap to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's complete downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
They get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Third and goal. Looking to throw for it. Trying to extend the play. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Golden Flashes offense retakes the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Dropping back, it's Ferguson. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time a completion. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, FIU. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Well, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to field it. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Kent State's offense back out there now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Back to throw. It's Ferguson. And here comes a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is on target, caught. The defense grabs him after the completion. Is just short of a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Wideouts now clustered. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The golden flashes line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking right. This one caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. Pressure is coming. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to pass. It's Ferguson. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team to bring him down at the 16. Golden Flash's offense retakes the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 31. The Golden Flash is looking to run some tempo here. To throw, it's Ferguson. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. A new set of downs after that completion. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Tackle, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the ball is hauled in. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Makes a quick grab. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. Dropping back, it's Ferguson. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Kent State.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Has the first down, still on the move. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Golden Flashes will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. What the defense is showing. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Catch made on the right side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And looking to throw now on first down. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Moves the ball out across the 30. It's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And they hand it off to the back. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, FIU. They've come all the way back to claim the lead. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. Penn State's offense back out there now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Yes, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Scanning the field, it's Ferguson. Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
And that's another FIU.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. It'll be a 34-yard try. Long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Golden Flash's offense retakes the field now. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped on fourth down, and it ended up costing them a field goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. The shotgun running play call. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 10. Touchdown, Kent State. It was a foot race and he won it.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the fair catch is made right on the 5. First play of the drive now from the 25. And the wideout goes in motion. On first and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
The freshman brings him down quickly.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida International 38, Kent State 35.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Using his legs here. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the back gets the football. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Take it now, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll work the clock here with the running game.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They go with a direct snap. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch made across the middle by the running back.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back, going for his running back. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. They'll run it here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Gain of 9. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The Golden Flashes pick up enough yardage for a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Back to pass. It's Ferguson. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Golden Flashes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Murphy. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Good enough for a first down.
The Golden Flash is starting a new series here on first and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Defense is coming after him. Pulls it in. It's Murphy. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down.
The pass is incomplete. Let's go, Panther fans. You know what to do. Get loud. Third down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They're going to throw for it on third and short. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Looking to pass. It's Ferguson. He's running out of time here. They've got him to sack for the defense. That sack makes it second down and forever. didn't spike it. Looking to throw now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there. What will be the final play